Grade 10 Mathematics, Lecture 2. Last time we talked about graphing system of equations, graphing method. So the answer or the solution to system of two equations is the intersection of the two graphs. And to graph is to use table of values. But sometimes graphing method is not accurate. So I have an example here right now. Let's do this system of equations using graphing method. So as we discussed in the last lecture, we do a table of values. Let's label the first equation 1, the second equation 2. From equation 1, I have this table of values. From equation 2, I have this table of values. From these two table of values, I can draw the graph. Sorry, I didn't have the lighting before, but I think it's better now. This is the graph of the two equations. For this equation, the graph is this from the table of values. And for this equation, the graph is this from the table of values. The answer or the solution is the point of intersection. But in this example, the point of intersection cannot be read accurately. You see, the x value is something between 1 and 2. I don't know exactly. It looks like 1.5. The y value of this intersection point is it's about 1, but I'm not sure whether it is 1 or below 1 or above 1. So it's not accurate. Then what do? We use algebra. We must use algebra. So today I introduce a method called substitution. So we do algebra substitution. How do we do this? Substitute y from equation 1. Equation 1, this is a y. Substitute this y into the y in equation 2. Substitute this y into the y in equation 2. I must make a remark that when we found y from equation 1, we cannot substitute y back into equation 1. You find y from equation 1, you must substitute y into the other equation. Okay, so we substitute y from 1 into 2. So what do we have now? This 3x minus 4 put into here, substitute into here, this y. 3x minus 4 is equal to minus 2x plus 4. So move this part to the left-hand side. Move the negative 4 to the right-hand side. I have 5x equals 8. So x is 8 over 5 is 1.6. So now we know the x-coordinate of the points of intersection is 1.6. To find y, just substitute x back into y here. So substitute 1.6 into here. So my y is 3 times 1.6 minus 4. Then it's 4.8 minus 4 is 0.8. Now I know exactly the y value of the solution. It's not, before we only see it's roughly 1, but it's not 1, it's 0.8. So this is called substitution, and it's a method of algebra. So now substitution can give you better answer instead of graphing. Let's have another example. Okay. Three x plus 2y equals 12. Two x plus 3y two x plus 3y equals 13. Okay, correct. So let's call this equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. From 1, from equation 1, find x. So what is x? Okay. 3x equals, move the 2y to the right-hand side. Divide this equation by 3. This is my x from equation 1. As in the last example, I substitute x into the second equation. Remember, I already mentioned, you find x from 1, you do not substitute x back into 1. No, that's not right. You substitute x into the other equation, number 2. So, substitute this x into the second equation. Substitute this x into here. So I have this. I multiply 2 into the numerator. I have 24 minus 4y. I don't want the 3 in the denominator, so I multiply the whole equation by 3 to cancel the denominator. Remember, you must multiply every term by 3. Okay. This term multiply 3, you cancel the 3. This term multiply 3, you get 9y. The 13, you must also multiply by 3. This is what I have. Simplify. You simplify the y terms, you get 5y. Move the 24 to the other side. So I have 5y equals 15, and then y equals 3. Once I have y, then it's easy to find x. Here is the x. I put y equals 3. I put this answer 3 into the y here. Into the y here. So I have this. 3 is into this y. Then I have 12 minus 6 divided by 3. And 6 divided by 3. And it is 2. So my answer is 2 and 3. My answer is 2 x coordinate, 3 y coordinate. And this, graphically, is the point of intersection, the coordinates of the point of intersection. So this is substitution. I'd like to ask you to practice on your own. What do I want you to practice? Let's write down what I want you to do. Okay. I want you to solve the same equation as this system of equations. But I want you to do this. Find x from 2 and substitute into 1. So I have done this example by finding x from 1 and substituting to 2. What I want you to do is to find x from 2 and substituting to 1. Just practice. And the second, I want you to find y from 1 and substitute into 2. You will get same answer. Same answer as this, 2, 3. 3, I want you to find y from number 2 equation and then substitute into 1. Of course, you expect to get the same answer. Because this is just for practice. Okay? You can do it when you have time. Suppose you have the answer, not this answer. Suppose you get an answer other than this. That means you made some mistakes. If you cannot find where your mistake is, you can contact me and we will discuss. So I give you my contact number. If you have any difficulty, just call or message. When you do these, 1, 2, 3, if you have any difficulty, just call this number or you message this number, okay? What I want to tell you is that everything is free. Free discussion. Okay? Call this number and we will discuss your difficulty without any charge. Okay, that's all for today. See you next lesson.